Strategy and Snark presents Dungeons & Dragons Online. And welcome back. Today we're looking at the legendary Isle of Dread. As usual, we've already been through these quests in a more explanatory way back in Heroic, so that's already on the playlist. I will say these quests I'm not that familiar with, so maybe we'll learn a thing or two revisiting them, because this is only the third time I've even played these quests. These ones are pretty new. As is typical with the new quests, I'm not on our Paladin right now. I'm currently on my Fire Sorcerer, sporting the new Vecna pre-order bonus robe, which is really cool looking, in my opinion. I even turned off my Fire Elemental form just so I could admire my new tendrily goodness. So, we have 12 quests, I believe. Isle of Dread Saga, tell me my quests. I believe got 12 to go. And the first one is right here. So Foxpaw does the flashback quest, showing how you got here. This one often confuses me. Not because the quest is confusing, but like I get it mixed up with the freebie quest, because they both take place on the docks for the most part. It's all me. I know it's me. But it's still like, I know I'm gonna go the wrong way, and it's gonna be because I'm autopiloting the way the free quest goes. Okay. See, we're right. His workshop is right there. A mysterious stranger. Nope, didn't work. Okay, so we're on the docks, but now that I'm thinking about it, this quest doesn't actually go anywhere. Right? We just fight pirates on the dock, don't we? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we kill stuff here, we kill stuff there. Right? As long as we look very flashy doing it. What you got? Can we start this quest yet? Hey, look, a pirate. Okay. Oh, you held up to that pretty good. I mean, I have more. Oh, and you have more, too. That one's dead. Those guys are dead. Ooh, that one survived. You just get a fireball. That's the thing about Sorcerer. When you get, like, even a tiny bit of gear, it doesn't take very much to be able to just, alright, all those guys over there explode. How about all of those ones? Explode. And I'm a sucker for synergy. I like it when things kind of give that feedback loop. So, Tiefling Fire Sorcerer, because you got the racial enhancements, so that you can strip away the fire resistance and fire immunity. I have burned fire elementals to death, and it is glorious. It does feel a little broken now and then. Are we... I mean, we're We're in cutscene mode right now. I can move around, which is interesting. Usually they don't let you move around in cutscene mode. Doop doop doop. Doop 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 doop. Oh! He got me. The DM decided he wanted me to go somewhere. I think this is really the only slow quest. Right? Because this is supposed to be like the story-heavy one. Hello. Goodbye. Defeat the captain. I did that already. Hi. Would all of you like to explode? Here, you may have a fireball. Here, you may also have one of those. Ooh, that did good damage. You may also have meteor swarms. What I should be doing is I should, A, take fireball off of my bar. I mean, look at this. I'm doing 300 damage. That was a crit. Even my weapon swing does like an unreasonable amount of damage. Door is locked. I'm a sorcerer. Do I have knock? I do have knock. Not if I roll a 1 or a 6. Ooh, or a 14. Can we just take 20? I have all the SP. I will never run out of magic. Come on. We've got, what, 2 rolls over 10 so far? Okay, I failed on a 19. I feel okay leaving that behind. Are you locked? Oh, requires gold key, huh? Should we just go upstairs and murder everyone? Well, your minions didn't do shit. I'm not even going to shoot yet. I'm going to wait for them to get over here. And they're all dead. AoE. I mean, I burned them so much the game froze. I mean, at this point, you know how I play, right? Look. Come back, Internet. Another key. What's the point of having meteors if I can't just open all doors? A map? And we'll just ignore this guy while he burns to death. Oh, that's Foxpaw. Oops. Fine. If I kill you, will we go back to, like, looking for keys and stuff? Son of a bitch. I wonder where the keys could be. I wonder. I wonder. So, I really like Paladin, okay? And there is a big difference between... I love that I froze him with my flames. This game has a humongous difference between casters and melee. Humongous. Melee, you have to get in close. You get hit back. There's... You know, you have to worry about keeping your gear up to par if you want to keep up. But pretty much all the caster classes, your power comes from your class abilities, not your items. I keep trying to murder Foxpaw. So yeah, like, these are good on everybody. The Epic Destinies. Where's the one that goes upstairs? Epic Destinies are just a little overpowered on every single class. Ah, here we go. But it's really noticeable when you're a spellcaster, right? So I'm a So if I cast my heroic level fireball, I do about 3,000 damage. That 5,000, I believe, was my Epic Destiny thing proccing. Gonna throw another fireball, a 1,000 and a 3,000, so that, they probably made their save. Gonna do 1,000 damage with my other little heroic leveling thing. This is what removes resistance to fire damage. And then my level 9 spell Meteor Swarm. Okay. If we try to fish out the tick that is the Draconic Incarnation ability, I'm doing, I don't know, 4,000 damage, right? And then I push this button. And I do 12,000 base damage with my Epic Strike. Did Foxpod just snipe that guy? Okay. But yeah, that's the thing, like, why would I do anything other than spam my Epic Strike? And the Epic Strike is cool, but it's like night and day stronger than anything I had in Heroic. It makes all of this pointless. It does not matter how many spells I have. The only spell that matters is Red Dragon Breath that I got basically for free. Like, I have to be level 20 with enough points. So I think you can, like, at level 20, I think just by unlocking all of the destinies by talking to each one once, I can have that. And it's just so much better. Like, Adrenaline is improving something I'm already doing. So Adrenaline on the Paladin, yeah, it's cool that I can Adrenaline into a Smite Evil. I like that. Is it anywhere nearly as good as one-click AoE 12,000 damage? Not even close. Wow, that was basically a long cutscene. We got some fossilized ribs. Got somebody's, like, leftover McDonald's, apparently. I wanted McDonald's for dinner. Humph. I didn't get it. The wife is sick and she wanted Taco Bell. So we got Taco Bell, which is dumb because it's Taco Bell and it will not make you feel better. Alright. That's interesting. I almost always take, like, the heart seeds, right? Wonder why I was not offered heart seeds. That's weird. I have one gold cup. Oh, you're a raid. And those are the sagas. I'm just paranoid about heading off into the wilderness and having forgotten to pick up a quest and then have to come back and then run all the way back because I didn't pick up the quest. You know what else we're going to do? You know what else we're going to do? We did this quest last time because I couldn't find it. I remember that. Freaking go down to the docks and go after the giant crab. So, do we get to fight dinosaurs in this quest? I mean, technically we fought some Velociraptor, well, some Eberron raptors. But not very many. I want to fight a big dinosaur. And I believe there is one in this quest. Because it's mostly, we're supposed to fight a crab. They won't even let me just kill the crab. And let's be real, I could absolutely kill the crab. But I want to kill a dinosaur. I want to throw meteors at a dinosaur. And I'm pretty sure that there's a dinosaur. If we walk behind the quest, there should be a dinosaur back here. Here, dino, dino, dino.
Who's been freed from the Koku's mind control.
I'm reasonably certain. Like I'm getting slightly less confident the farther I go without having found a dinosaur. An Allosaurus. And you've got like those little raptor thingies too. Hi. Good morning. What are you called? I can't read it when you're moving. That is not the dinosaur that I thought that was. Alright, we'll just toast the little ones. Yep, he's dead. And meteors! And then because I am faster than a T-Rex, we'll just run away and throw more meteors at it. Oh, you want to roar? Roar. I want you to roar. Roar at me. I dare you. 30,000 damage, button press. I know it's not a T-Rex, right? But it looks like a T-Rex. That's why they picked it. Allosaurus is the one from... I think they put an Allosaurus in one of the Jurassic Park movies. To be not a T-Rex, but still a T-Rex, so that it can fight with the T-Rex, because Jurassic Park is basically a movie about taking your toy dinosaurs and banging them against each other. That's what those movies are for. I just want to throw meteors at dinosaurs. And I guess we'll accumulate some of those bones. The bones are for the crafting system, which I watched an explanation video about the crafting system. It doesn't look... It doesn't look like it's that hard. It just looks overly complicated for what it does.
Inside, you notice 4 ballistas along the perimeter, each aimed at the giant craft.
Like,
Behind
it has a million options, right?
of a tall statue.
But so many of them you would just never pick.
Pennant and a guard.
It's like if you were purposely making a quarterstaff or something, or, you know, it's like when we look at the named, or the random gen loot. It's like, oh, I got this combustion item, you know, a bonus to fire damage, and then it also has, you know, a bonus to ice critical hit damage. Beware the crab, huh? Well, I need to solve these puzzles real quick. Which one do I click on to control the puzzle? Is it just this one? Nope, that's locked. I can't click on any of... Oh, I can click on them now. Apparently I was just doing it too soon. The game was not ready for me. So that's the left two. That is just the leftmost one. Oh look, I did it. Didn't do it on purpose, but I did it. You get some meteors, and you get a fireball, and here you can also have a flamethrower, and you can have a couple more of those. Now we gotta go solve the rest of them. You know what? You're standing by number 2. Was number 2 the one we just turned on? No, we turned on number 1. Okay. Middle is the right 2. Left is the left 2. And this one breaks the symmetry. Yep. Okay, that didn't do what I thought it did. Okay, either they have a dread velociraptor, and we'll just clear all of that away. Why are you not taking damage? Excuse me, I would like you to burn, please. Thank you. Oh, hi, hello, crab. Goodbye, crab. Let's see. We need to be across from number 1. Right? But that's number 1. I'm reading the wrong labels. 1 is that. 2 is that. We have 2 prepped. And 1 prepped. I guess 1 shoots there? I would have thought these... I don't know. He's by 3 right now. We don't have 3 prepped. This is 3, right? Alright. Left is just the middle. Right. Okay, fine. Let's go stand by number 2. Since he's over by 2, and this one we have.
Crab emerges from the sand. It rears up, exposing its
Kerplunk.
Now is your chance to immobilize the beast. The bolt careens into the crab's underbelly, knocking it off balance.
Was that?
And stunning it. The force field surrounding both the crab and the monolith fade away.
I only have to hit it once?
Feel a jolt of energy as the attunement is bestowed upon you.
Really? Okay, I thought that there was a lot more to this quest. I'm gonna get some more ribs. That'll make a good broth. I thought there was a lot more to this quest. Not hit the crab once. So here's something that I find interesting. I'm just running around on Legendary Hard Mode. On a character... Ooh, I have a lot more physical resistance rating than I thought I did. I don't believe I geared this character out. Although, it does look like I have a full set of Sharn gear. Do I also have a 4-piece winter set? A 3. I have a 3-piece winter set. Okay, maybe I did. Maybe I did gear this character out a little bit. I'm probably missing an item, which is why I'm on 3 winter instead of 4 winter. Okay, so never mind. Maybe I did Maybe I did get some gear for this character. What I was going to say was I was completely ignoring the enemies and not taking any damage, but apparently I actually do have like somewhat reasonable defenses on this character. This doesn't feel right. This feels like the this doesn't feel right. That is the wrong direction to go into the Isle of Dread. This is the... It still is the... I don't want to exit. It's still the wilderness zone. But it's like, when you actually go to Isle of Dread for the first time and you don't just use the teleport item that comes with the pack, if you buy the special edition, you end up on that end of the island and you've got to find your way to the village. And then this big-ass Jurassic Park door. You can't tell me that they weren't thinking Jurassic Park. Like, seriously. That's gianter than a giant. This is a door that's bigger than we'd find in Giant Hold, okay? You don't need it to be this big to then crack it that far. You could get a wagon through there, right? Make a second door. Just saw off one of these bits. Anyway, out we go. Gonna throw some meteors at some dinosaurs. And hopefully find the quests. Alright, there's 2 that seem like not too far away. Nothing down on that side. This is going to be a lot. Oh, well, there's 3 in a row right there. That's not bad. Couple right next to each other there. That one's going to be a pain because it's on the other side of a mountain. Let's go to Bamboo Grove. Let's go to Bamboo Grove. I only have... Ooh, a dinosaur. You're a nice dinosaur, though. Cue Jurassic Park music. Oh, you have decided to not be a nice dinosaur. I will say you tank very well. But dragons are a little more, we already know dinosaurs did not fare so well versus fire. Anyway, so while we run around, continuing my thought from earlier, I can hit the adrenaline button, go into a smite, and I think the best damage we've done... Spider. Best damage we've done was I think we got close to 20,000. Now you could argue that the Paladin has much easier time repeating his damage because it doesn't really cost any SP, doesn't really cost me abilities. The smites regenerate basically as fast as I can use them, or as fast as I remember to use them. So it's typically not a big deal that it's technically a resource. But on the other hand, alright, Sorcerer here with 4,000 spell points and my level 9 spell, which is maximized, empowered, intensified. Heightened doesn't do anything on it. It cost me 57 spell points. Okay? 57. So if we round that to 50... Right, so that's 2 per 100. 20 per 1,000. I'm going to ballpark it at 80 without, you know, I could pull the calculator out and find it for sure, but roughly 80 meteor swarms. And that's if I don't regenerate any spell points. 80 is a lot of times that I can just make everything go boom. And you know what? It's only 25 for Red Dragon Breath. And Red Dragon Breath is stronger. With even the smallest amount of patience, I could just Red Dragon Breath every single room. And look at that. 30,000 damage. How do we get that? We've got, let's see, spell, critical chance, fire, 43. Which is, you know, if you go to the forum, that's basically 0, right? You can get, I'm pretty sure at this point, you can get your spell crit damn near 100. So I have 43 just running around. So that's almost half. Almost half of my fire spells are going to crit. Half. Okay? And for how much bonus damage? Crit multiplier is 50. Is that 50%? Not sure. Point is, when does the Paladin crit? The Paladin has to roll a 15, if I remember right. It's a little wonky with the smites, because the smite itself has an expanded critical profile.
It looks like the local islanders use this area as a place to rest between months.
Did I go the wrong way again? I feel like we found this last time and it was the wrong way. So, there is no way for Paladin to increase his critical hit beyond what it already is. I mean, I could go get an Epic Sword of Shadows. I believe that that would push it even further.
As the dinosaur falls, you hear the sounds from the battle.
But that's a single spell, or a single item doing it, not just anything. Squeeze through the bamboo. We're gonna go feed the dino. Hi, Meteor Swarm. What killed the dinosaur? The goddamn rock from space. You know, I will say, that is the smartest thing he's done, right? Because let's be real. If you went to go eat something and it threw meteors at you, it was just like, nah, I don't want to be eaten. Hadouken! You would not eat that cow. You would not eat that cow. Zoom. Boom, 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 boom. I don't care how big you are. There is no way that you would go and try to eat something that is capable of ripping that much of your flesh off like that. Wave to the dinosaur.
The last of his life sidebar collapses with a resounding crash.
I saw how little HP he had. He was not going to survive the next tick of my burning damage. Because Fire Sorcerer. I'm the king now. Alright, now we gotta choose. Do I run off to the left and get to the Triceratops quest? And then basically recall? Because otherwise we're running all the way back around there to the next one? I probably should have done this one first. Where's me horse? Oh. Horse? No. Where's me dinosaur? Yes. So the dinosaur was one of the little bonuses from pre-ordering Isle of Dread. I want to say you can still get the special bundle. I don't think they were specifically pre-order. I think it was just, hey, do you want to give us extra money? And the answer was yes. Because they keep selling me my favorite thing. It's probably something that they don't... I can't imagine that when they're putting the bundles together that they're really thinking about it. But the Gold Seal Hirelings are my favorite thing out of the collector editions. I have all of them. I've got my Were Rat, I believe, is the newest one. Here we go. In the quest. Anyway, we're talking about more useful things. Sorcerer. Don't know how I really feel about... It's not just Sorcerer, but like the whole Dragon Breath doing 30k. I could maybe see something like our crits from Adrenaline on the Paladin. They're nice, They're not that. I mean, I could just passively, for no effort, do the same damage the Paladin's doing. This is a more geared character. Maybe it'll change once we get some real gear. But, like... Blurp. Delete room.
This bubbling tar pit is strewn with rocks that can be jumped
Look! It's like clay pigeon shooting.
is not recommended.
Which I've never done. But, you know, I imagine it's something like throwing meteors at trolls in the middle of a tar pit. And yes, I know they're ogres. Whatever. Boing, 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 boing. Teleport the hireling. Hit the stray. AoE is the way to go no matter what. You know, in this game, just get you some good AoE damage. Ah, too far away. Well, now ignored. So, I like doing damage, right? I'm not saying I don't want to do silly amounts of damage for little effort, but it does lead to some there's some unfortunate side effects. For one thing, when all of the goons can be deleted very easily, it makes the bosses stand out as just giant HP sacks. Either that or chumps. You know what, we're just gonna... How much do I care about the tar? I'm a fire elemental. Can the tar even hurt me? It does not appear so. Like, I don't think the tar can hurt me because I'm a fire elemental. Hi. Bye. So, I don't have any good solution for all of this bullshit. My knee-jerk reaction is rescale the epic strikes closer to what you'd get as like the heroic abilities, because that's the part that really gets me, is that like my fireball, my hooray, I got fireball as a SLA, look at me, it's gonna be great now. It kind of sucks. Like, it's functional, but like it only goes to fireball. What if the epic strike, I don't know, like there's a really big gap between that fireball and that dragon breath. I'd like to make those closer together. And I'm fine with, you know, make fireball better. You don't have to make epic strike worse. I just there's a gap. Like, sure, technically this is what I'm supposed to be doing, level 9 spells. Sure. But not really. For a long time, your SLAs, your spell-like abilities, that defined your character, because that was all you could do without running out of juice halfway through the quest. Now it don't matter. Look at the... oh, you can't see it, can you? There we go. Look at the fraction I've used by just spamming Meteor Swarm at, like, everything that moves. Like, I have done 0 effort. Boom, 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 boom. And I just torched... I threw meteors at a fire elemental. I'm burning tar away. You look... I do not... I don't remember the clay golem dressed up in, like, Triceratops armor. I thought he was just a mud man. And then he dies right as I actually look at him. Raptor claws this time. So you know what's crazy, right? You know what's crazy? So we're normally playing on an undergeared paladin, right? Or undergeared melee. We're running in, we're going bonk bonk. We're kind of clawing at this level of damage, but only when we get the adrenaline and the smite into a crit. However, you know the crazy thing? Casters, as I understand it, I'm immune to fire. Casters, as I understand it, are not as good as melees in endgame. I don't play high-level Reaper. My understanding of what happens is that the mobs have approximately 12 bajillion HP. And so even with the crazy one-shot damage like that my sorcerer can do, that I'm just clearing rooms without even looking, that's not even close to the damage you need to one-shot things on Reaper. And so even though I'm using a fraction of my mana bar, I would be drained attempting to do the same thing on Reaper, because it would take so many more casts per enemy. Not to mention my I've got less than 1,000 HP, so even with some gear, not raid gear, mind you, I don't do raid, so this is all just solo farmed gear. I've got less HP than our paladin does just running around.
Your guide explains that several small hunting parties have
I do have Scales of the Dragon, which is, in my opinion, one of the best buffs, defensive buffs in the game. It's just a... I totally missed. Okay, that's fine. We'll just torch him that time. How much does it give me? Where is it up here? I can't recast it for 5 more seconds. I ran out of space for buffs. Do you see that? It's cut off. Anyway, it just gives me a big old pile of temporary HP. So I really have more HP than the paladin. It's just that I never even have to look at it. You know, I could stick my hand. I could easily stick my hand through here and just... It even lets me cast on the other side. I can't kill those guys, but I could. That door would not stop me. I'm also a fire elemental, remember? I turned off the effect because I like the Vecna robe. I am a fire elemental. I can squeeze this small. I could go through a keyhole, right? You cannot keep me out. Oh, these ones didn't even try. Greetings, Hunter.
The captain explains that their hunting party was captured by a group of marauders.
Okay, you're all free to go.
Several of the prisoners were led off recently.
I know you're the good guys because you didn't try to kill me on sight. Didn't even blow up. Those pots are the Jesus pots. They get to stay. The raptor did the same thing that they've been doing to me on the paladin. It ran around behind me to dodge the meteor swarm. And then his friend who was behind him got toasted instead. But anyway, with the Reaper mode, my understanding is that because the enemies have so much HP, you actually do need the repeated sustained damage from the melee. And at least the last time I bothered looking, most of the time what your spellcaster's going to be doing is casting like Mass Hold Monster, and then everybody beats on the paralyzed monsters. Which, meh. If you made the monsters so powerful that the only way to survive is to make them stop moving and everybody has to DPS them down before they stand up again, it's like, is that really the gameplay you are wanting to encourage? It doesn't feel very dynamic for a game that's basically sold itself on being this fast, crunchy combat. You know, and I've brought this up before too. The gameplay feels very different at level 3. Up until, you know, unless you get yourself geared up and you're playing on normal mode. So like, boom, right? Killed a bunch of guys, finished them off by swinging my stick a little bit. That's casting Burning Hands at kobolds. You go into the sewers at level 2, you go Burning Hands, and then whatever survives, you whack it with your stick until it dies. Right? That's the sewers. And then you graduate up to like Fireball and stuff, and you go, yay, Fireball! Oh no, that guy survived. Burning Hands. Right? And you don't need to stick anymore. I didn't even know that guy was there. He just walked into my demonstrative stick. And then you pick up Wall of Fire. I mean, just going with Fire Sorcerer, obviously. Pick up Wall of Fire, blah, blah, blah. You get more and more stuff. Things die faster and faster. And then, like, I don't know exactly what level it is, or if it's a certain pack or something. Everything just starts taking forever to die. And so you go from, I'm running down these sewers, you know, Captain America style, just bashing this kobold and picking this kobold up and throwing it at the other kobold. And then just out of nowhere, it's like, okay, I guess we're standing in front of this kobold for the next, like, 10, 15 seconds. You know, each. So, like, I can get the boss taking more, right? I get that. Guess I should probably heal myself. I get the boss taking more, but it's when, like, the kobold. That Triceratops is dead, yo. I meteored him and he's on fire, okay? This is the DM saying, nuh-uh, he made his save. Good job, Crimson Foot. Where's my loot? Ooh. An item. I don't know what it is. What do you do? I'm going to pick you up so you don't end up, you know, lost in the chest if I lose my connection. What do you do? A trinket? Let's see. Physical and magical resistance, saves, and good luck. As part of a set bonus. So I believe that there are a lot of items for Isle of Dread, and all, question mark, all of them count towards the set bonus? which is very generic. It's all profane bonus, so it generally will stack basically with anything except the... There's a few items, and the Ravenloft set bonuses are also profane, so they conflict. Let's see, melee and range power, and universal spell power, spell DCs, and attack and damage. This is one size fits all, right? They just didn't want to make 12 different ones this time. They made one, and just gave you most of the things. It's a trinket. Trinket is a slot that I very rarely put anything good in. My trinket right now is not that good. My trinket right now is actually... My trinket right now is actively worse than this. Because it's only 33 magical sheltering, and this is 35 of both sheltering. And it's one more on spell saves. Or like, it's one more on saving throws. It's not even limited to spell saving throws. It's just saving throws. +3 to all saves and skills on top of that. Fuck, man. Just don't mind me while I double click that. Not that it does us any good, right? We aren't on. Is there one? Oh, that's the last one. We aren't on the Paladin. So any of the items we find here, they're bound to account, right? I'm on a different account. So the Paladin is gaining 0 power from this episode. I feel like we have a decent trinket on Paladin. But I don't remember. Griffin? Get out of here. Dinosaurs only. You can just burn to death the rest of the way. Okay, we're going to cut across and we're going to do this quest. What's this? Spiders and flies. See any dinosaurs? Wave at the dinosaur. Excuse me. Excuse me. Achoo. Oh. Hello, dangerous dinosaur. Hello, what used to be a dangerous dinosaur. What killed the dinosaurs? Man, I wish I would have got... him in place for a screenshot there. Just the frozen dinosaur. I didn't even mean to push that button. Fire Sork OP. It's not actually. It might be a little overtuned. Hey you want to freeze for me? Hey, do me a favor and freeze. That is the opposite of freeze.
Dense webs enshroud the base of this huge exotic tree.
This one's a little weird, right? So, Isle of Dread, I think dinosaurs. I'm like, all these quests are going to have something to do with dinosaurs. Because that is what was advertised, and that is what I care about. And we get here, and they're like, Vecna, mystery, which is fine. I like the story. I'm making fun of the story because I can, right? I want to fight dinosaurs. Where's my charm the dinosaur and send it after Vecna? This is 3rd edition, yo. We are not in the We are not in 5th edition. 5th edition is, man, if we all work together, maybe we'll eventually be able to make the bad guy change his mind about something once in a while. Like, that's your 5th edition power level. Right? Final Fantasy, you know, the JRPG trope is you get together with, like, your 4 best friends and you gather the power of friendship to defeat God, right? 3rd edition D&D, you just are God. I don't need the power of friendship. If I bring friends, we take down pantheons. Man, Vecna shows up, okay? Canonically to this game, Vecna shows up and goes, hey, named items in optional chests. I approve. What are you? A minor artifact. So, I can't use it because it's an artifact. And it's got nothing on it. Okay, so this is probably like in Slave Lords. This is the crafting blank. This is do whatever you want. Here's your 4 slots. Go put your 4 things on it. You know, from the menu. Oh, I never finished my thought on this, did I? The problem with this, okay? There's a scale slot, fang slot, claw slot, horn slot. Each one of them has a different list of things you can have, right? But most of them you would never do. You would never purposefully make fire spell power item with ice critical damage. There's no reason to do that. So you might as well just drop items that say fire spell power, fire crit damage. You might as well just stick them together, because what's the point? Like, I don't think that there's really that many permutations that are going to be different. Like, maybe I'm wrong. So, somebody tell me, you know, have you made a dinosaur bone crafting item set? I feel like we're supposed to be quiet. I feel like I could also one-shot all of these spiders, so I really don't care. Wow, that was a lot more than I expected for one. Free. 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 Okay, was that worth another chest? No? Fine. Maybe I'm wrong, okay? Maybe there are a whole bunch of different things in dinosaur crafting, and you are going to be, you know, mixing it up and maybe making multiple dinosaur items to switch out depending on your role or what you're doing that day. But I really, really doubt it. I haven't heard people complain as much about this system as they did about Slave Lords. Slave Lords takes an ungodly amount of grinding. I haven't quite heard that with this one. And I've heard that this gear is really good. Like, one of the things I'm working on right now is I'm planning out like a gear set for the Paladin. You know, kind of baby's first gear set. All easy to get items that you can either do like solo or get on the auction house easy. No raid items, no crafting. But when I was researching it, apparently Isle of Dread is good enough that you kind of don't need other packs. And that's tempting. You know, as a... I mean, that's a selling point. Hey, if you're only going to buy one adventure pack, you know, the ones that don't come with the subscription, if you're only going to buy one, if you buy Isle of Dread, you can fully gear your character using just Isle of Dread. That's tempting. The obvious problem being it's a crafting system, and that is more than I would want to throw on someone who is, like, new to endgame stuff. Right? You don't throw crafting at somebody on day one. This isn't Minecraft, right? Crafting is not a core part of the game. Don't make somebody learn something that they're not going to need to use again later. There's a shrine that way. I need 4 more pixies. Ooh, remnant. It's, you know, it's kind of like one of the reasons that I have not emphasized augments is that augments are very skippable. It's not that they're bad, it's that you could run through the whole game and never equip a single augment and not care. Would it make your character better? Obviously. Obviously, using the augments makes your character better. It makes gearing easier. There's a lot of things you can do with augments, but it is fundamentally an optional side system. It is a function of the gearing system that you really do not... I don't believe that you should burden a new character with, oh, this is what augments are. You get them from these few places. They're semi-random. You can't get all the ones you would actually want very easy. There's some grind involved. Like, no. That's not what you want a new player to get into. So when somebody's never played this game before and they pick up an item and it has a green augment slot, the best advice, in my opinion, ignore it. Ignore it until you're max level. When you're max level, right, and you're no longer working on increasing your level itself, you know, you've got all your destiny points and everything, and the next thing you do to make your character better is gear, right? Now you've put in enough time in the game that you could understand and properly, like, contextualize the decisions that go into gear sets. Gear's hard for me, right? And I've been playing this game for years. Finally found a couple more pixies. It takes me forever to come up with a gear set. You know, it's not as easy as just what is newest pack, insert. It's not that simple in DDO.
Base of this huge exotic tree.
I did not mean for this to be a rant on augments. Augments are good. The point was, it's a very easy thing to just skip when you're teaching somebody something new. The point of that was that at least augments are always in the game. When you get to your end game gear, you've got augment slots everywhere. Every piece of gear has like 3 augment slots on it, right? You can't avoid it. It's very prominently there. But to teach somebody the Isle of Dread crafting system specifically when they're brand new, crazy. I will teach them augments before I will teach them Isle of Dread crafting. This is Isle of Dread crafting is very much a experienced players only kind of thing. If you don't already halfway know what you're doing, you really have no business grinding out dinosaur items.
wreaked havoc on the surrounding landscape. An islanders evased the
Boing.
felled trees and crushed huts. No doubt he's the
Apparently I'm not allowed to go that way.
based on the dirt that still clings
Alright.
to its roots. This tree is
Investigate. I don't actually have to do the investigate. We just have to run through the quest till we find the guy. Oh no. A super deadly swarm. Oh, nope, never mind, it's gone. Anyway, I've heard that the dinosaur stuff's really good. Okay, I'm not saying the dinosaur stuff is bad. I've heard that you can actually get some ludicrous damage numbers out of it, right? I am interested in the dinosaur items. I would never farm it out for a new player. At least not for your first gear set. That's a lot of separate grinding. You have to grab all the bits, like the bones. You have to get the blanks. You have to sit there on the internet and study the entire system top to bottom to fully understand what it is you're doing. Otherwise, you're wasting your ingredients. Apparently, this was a side area. It's just not worth it for a new person. That's the TLDR. At least, you know, like I said, at least augments. If you did sit down and teach a new player augments, they can use that knowledge for the rest of the game. They can. It's not wasted effort. It's just perhaps mistimed effort. Little tiny ones. You're so little. I will barbecue you and keep you later for a snack. Wonder what dinosaur would taste like. I don't... A water elemental? My sworn enemy! Meteor! I think you're a little too far away for me to hit with Dragon Breath, but let's try. Nope. See that water elemental? Yeah. It just burned to death. Ooh, dinosaurs. And shoot. Ha ha ha. What's this button? Oh, is this just even more fire? It's even more fire. What does this button do? Nothing. And another dinosaur down. I want another one to freeze. That was a sweet looking statue, and I wanted a screenshot of it. But I was too slow. He burned to death before I could get him. I didn't mean to pick up that gem. So there's also, talking about crafting the gear, you know what it reminds me the most of? In the little bit that I have looked at it, okay? I'm not an expert on dinosaur bone crafting. The bit that I've looked into it, what it reminds me of the most is green steel. Was green steel good back in the day? Yes. Almost everybody had one. They were good. Sometimes people would have two if they really put a lot of effort in. It took a lot to get you could cleanse green steel so you could wear two at a time. Potentially more. But it took a long time. But green steel was another one of those. Ooh, another item. Green steel was another one of those, it's not Chinese menu, that's not the term, but, like, there's just a big number of bonuses you can apply, but most of them don't get used. If you go to any like legit like end game player right now, like old time player, be like, hey, name a green steel effect. They'll know one. Concordant opposition is probably the one they're going to say. You take damage, you get spell points back. Very common back in the day. If you were a spellcaster, you wanted it. But the number that they can name is going to drop off sharply. There's Con Op. There's the one that makes the ooze that people might remember because it makes like a little ooze that follows you around, and it was a build for like a little while, but it's mostly a gimmick. And then like there was some like displacement clicky you could make. The weapons were good, but it was a weapon. Then like there was a ton of wasted effort in the green steel system. Because like the crafting just didn't matter. You were going to get online, get a planner, follow the steps exactly, and it was complicated for no reason. You're going to follow that planner to make one of, let's generously say 5 different items. That was it. I feel like that's where dinosaur bone crafting is going to be. Like, people are going to say, "Oh, you got the dinosaur bone set," and they're going to mean, "Oh, you got the optimal one that everybody gets." We did finish this, right? Yes. I didn't just leave. Oh, let's look at our item. We got this is a tower. Oh, it's only a large shield. Okay. Wreckage of the Beachcomber. Has shield spikes. 6d6 piercing damage is pretty good if you're a vanguard fighting with the shield. Blah, 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 blah. 40... Oh, skeletons take 40 d6 damage when you crit with the shield. Oh, creatures with skeletons. I was going to say, like, really just Skeleton Slayer? No, creatures with skeletons. Neat. And it also does 6d6 when you use the shield back. So that's effectively 12d6 with quality strength. That's not nothing. Red slot. Counts as the set bonus. That's pretty good. When your weapon and your shield rarely count towards your set bonuses. That's pretty good. I don't know if I have a large shield character. I thought that was a dinosaur. It's just a rock. That's a dinosaur. Hey. Hey, you. You, passive. You. Freeze. Freeze for me. Damn. I just killed that dinosaur with Scorch. Scorch, and then just taunting him for a couple seconds. Okay, let's... Ooh, we got a choice. Do we go up first? I think we cut across, go bing, 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 cut all the way across, and then up and straight. And then hopefully that's all of them? That doesn't feel like 12. Well, 10. We did 2 in town. Then 1, 2. We've done 4. We've done 5 already? I guess some of them are kind of short, but we've done 5? Wow. We are making... We're making way better time than I was expecting. Who are you? Raiders? Okay, bye. Oh, because we've done, like, the dinosaur half. We haven't actually done the storyline quests, which are the meaty, real quests. We've done the equivalent of, like, the cogs in Sharn, like the short, fun little romp ones, is all we've done so far. I'm gonna freeze one of these dinosaurs. I mean, not these ones, because they're all gonna die in one hit. Hit you with my stick. Okay, can I swim across this? And would it matter if I could? Because we want the Stone Crypt Chronicle. Right, we're going to start into our Indiana Jones section of this quest chain. I like these mangrove type trees. Hello. You apparently don't do anything. Goodbye, stinging swarm. Yeah. We need to fight some of them pterodactyls. I could probably reach them with a meteor. Oh yeah, this is the area that has that kind of scary super boss. Get out of here, Gargoyle. Alright, there's the quest. Yeah, he'll be fine. So if you find... Where are you at? There's some crests, right? And you put the crests in... I think it's in here? There's like an altar. You put the crests, right? Or am I thinking of a different area? Crest of the Snake. Bronze living statue is now dead. This is a terrible idea, but if I... How the... Really? Up there. The fucking frogs! What are you doing here? Now I'm going to eat you. I don't remember there being frogs here. I mean, they must have been here. Unless that's how they handled... if they had wildmen and then swapped them out for bullywogs, I could maybe that's what they did. I just saw the tail move, and I was like, and I was like, oh yeah, it's the one you can't kill. Because he's nice. And I don't jump nearly as high as I want to for that. One of these pillars has to have like a ladder built in. Right? Unless you're supposed to climb the dinosaur. Climb? I can climb the dinosaur. Yeah. Yep. Me gusta. Yoink. Okay, I got one. I feel like there's more than one. I don't see another one. I also didn't see the, like, what do you call it? Altar. Right? Because I thought it was fairly prominent and obvious. Oh. I wonder if that might be it. Okay. Yeep. Get out of here, statues. Okay. We got snake. We need octopus. Octopus. Fucking right there. Okay. Bye-bye, crocodile. Guess I'll just walk over here and just take this. Nobody's gonna stop me. Okay. Alright. I will say right now, some of you are already snickering. I can hear it. I am quite aware that there's no way in hell I'm actually going to beat this thing. Okay? I know. That does not mean I'm not going to try. So, you'll note, it's not taking very much damage. Although it is taking more than I was expecting. Bulwark is an absolute unit and is tanking this guy for us. What does this do? Arcane Tempest. A couple thousand. What does this do? Dragon form. Okay. Maybe we will beat this guy. Oh, I forgot about that button. And that button. Okay, I think we actually are going to beat this guy. So my understanding is that this dude is one of 3 purple name dudes that you can find out. Why am I way up here? I need to actually be a little careful about that because I don't have Featherfall on. But yeah, you can see that purple name actually means something. I don't think we've fought a purple name this whole time. I don't think so. As I start pushing the wrong buttons. I guess this would actually do something. He's not being very aggressive. Like, he's trying to do, like, ranged stuff, and it's really not working against me. So we're just gonna... Are you stuck behind that tree? Is that where we are right now? Is it I'm meteor swarming you because you're stuck behind a tree? Well, I'm gonna throw a delayed blast fireball at you. And then some meteor swarms. And be... What is that? Is that challenge rating 61? Wave at the demon. Taken down by the hireling. So he is the easiest I have heard of the 3. And this is what's special about him. The black pearls. You need the black pearls for some of the highest level, like the final things you do to your Dragonbone items. And you get them from this guy and 2 other purple named, like intended for a raid type guys. Which I was not expecting him to go down that easy. They must have nerfed him. And we got a hand axe. Hand axe. Whatever, I'll take it. It's something. Look at those frogs are just like, if we don't make eye contact, maybe she won't vaporize us. I was expecting a lot more out of that guy. I fought him when I was running around on my monk, just like exploring the area for the first time. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to fight him alone. I just found 2 crests and I put them in some things. And a demon popped out and I was like, I'm a Shinto monk. I don't care about no demon. And then he threw me halfway across the island. Like, I did beat him, but it was like, that was a long fight because I was not doing very much damage. It was bad. So I was honestly not expecting Sorcerer to just kind of body him, really. They probably nerfed him from when he first came out. It's been like a year, maybe 2. So I wouldn't be surprised. Plus, as we've discussed, Pew Pew Meteor Swarm puts out a little bit more damage than punching. At least until you get... It's like a... It's not a bell curve, but you... Camera's backwards. You start, like, you get better, and then melees plateau for a while. And then there's a second spike when you get, like, the end game gear. There's a second spike, and suddenly you're better than casters. Because you don't need SP. Hey, you. Burn. I said burn. No jumping in the water. What am I doing in this quest? I feel like we have to go get, like, 3 things to do with a 4th thing. Just... I can't just push sideways. Okay, there was a different ladder. Did not realize that. Okay, smoosh. So... Oh, see, yeah, I was right. I need 3 things to do a 4th thing. I need 3 crests. But yeah, the black pearls are why people wanted to farm them. There's the big demon guy. There's an extra large T-Rex. And I don't remember who the 3rd one is. I have never seen the other 2. Because I haven't done these quests that many times. But I've definitely fought that demon before. So that brings me around. I got distracted when we got a named item earlier. And I want to talk about this, okay? We talk about 5th edition, you know, the most dangerous thing you can handle is asking your teacher for an extension on your homework. That's your 5th edition power level. And then, you know, we are unto gods here in 3rd edition. To the point that, canonically, in this game, Vecna, god of lies, not lies, god of secrets, shows up, and he's like, Ooga booga, I'm Vecna, cower before me. And our character literally looks up from their knitting and goes, oh, another god for me to kill. We've already punched out a god. We punched out a god in her own domain while she had, or was like on the edge of grasping control of magic itself. And this guy's not even at full power.
You pick up the crest of the octopus.
Did you see 2 eyes? Did you see 2 hands? Vecna, god of cripples. He who sponsors the Special Olympics. Right? I am assuming that the raid in the newest pack, or the, yeah, it is the newest. The Vecna Unleashed. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I think it's called Vecna Unleashed. I'm pretty sure the raid is we go up and we punch him in the goddamn face. Because how else is it going to end? He is not more powerful than Lolth. And we took her out 12 levels ago. Not to mention all of the Eberron-based demigods that we've already, like, interacted with. They're not... Okay, Eberron is not demigods. Eberron just has, like, weird, different kind of gods. I love the Lord of Blades, okay? I love the Lord of Blades. He is not as powerful as Lolth. He's not Mistra. He's not even Umberly, okay? I love my boy, the Lord of Blades. But Eberron's gods are not capital G gods. They don't have that world-bending level of power. Which, you know what really draws me to Eberron? I never really realized this until Jacob from XP to level 3. He does a D&D channel, basically. The way he described it was that the guy who wrote Eberron purposefully didn't write everything. For example, the Mournlands, right? The whole last war thing. What exactly is in the Mournlands? He didn't write it on purpose. How exactly were the Warforged created? He didn't write it on purpose. How long do they live? Didn't write it on purpose. He left a whole bunch of purposeful holes. Not because he couldn't write it, but because it let the Dungeon Master fill in those gaps. He mad-libbed the whole world, okay? He put the cosmology basically in place, but he left a little wiggle room. You know, he wrote the history of the world, but he left some blanks for you to fill in to customize it to your game. Whatever your headcanon is, whatever you think happened, can be what happened. There's no conflict. That's how he wrote it to begin with. And it's genius. Like, he put in the detail where he needed to, and then skipped the parts that he didn't need. That's part of why I love the Lord of Blades, is there is no one set history for him. You can kind of just use him and make his own story, because he's not this... How old is D&D now? Came out in, what, the 70s? You know, it's not... What the fuck is his name? Mordenkainen. It's not Mordenkainen, right? That most of what he did was because actually real Gary Gygax did it this way, right? It's not anecdotes and in-jokes. Or if you want to take it the other way, it's not history, right? If you take something like Shiva, okay? Shiva's Hindu, right? You take Shiva, and you do what, like, Final Fantasy did. You're like, oh, well, that's a cool name. We're going to take a little bit of the idea of the design, the multi-arm thing, and Shiva's often blue. Okay, we'll make it ice element, and there we go. Boop, boop, we've got a cool summon. It'll say Shiva. People go, that's a name I've heard somewhere. Oh, look, cool looking multi-arm thing. Goes, good, done. Okay. That's about the level of attention they put to the original cultural significance of Shiva in Final Fantasy. But you don't have to worry about that with something like the Lord of Blades, because he has... Oh, this is the entrance. You can't... So, if you really wanted to, like, put Shiva in your game, like, actually make Shiva a god, like somebody wants to be a cleric of Shiva. Now you gotta put Shiva in your game, okay? To do it really right, now you gotta go and, like, study a lot of Hindu literature to really understand Shiva, because otherwise you're gonna look at your player and be like, you mean the blue lady from Final Fantasy? And they're gonna be like, excuse me? Oh, it just... I don't remember what I was watching, but it just reminded me of somebody summoned like an Avengers knockoff, but it was only they didn't have like the license for the characters, so they got public domain Thor, and it's like the fat guy. Save me, public domain Thor. Is this the door we missed? I think so. Can I climb this one? I can climb this one? I was not expecting that to work. I was honestly not expecting the hanging one to work. Okay. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make. Somebody says, I want the Lord of Blades as my god for my cleric. You gotta look up the Lord of Blades, and like half of it's there. His general personality, what he generally does, they're there. But not all of his backstory's there. There's big old mysteries in there, and there's there specifically so that you can play with him. He is a toy. Okay? He is a toy. The Lord of Blades is a toy. So is Mordenkainen. So is Elminster. These are toys that are part of our game.
The last room in this puzzle goes to light.
And I want to say it's Keith Baker, if I'm not mixing up names. He understood that. He understood he was making a game, and that people would play it, and that people want to play with their own action figures, okay? And by mad-libbing it, all of the characters he created are also our characters. We can, when we fill in those gaps with our own bits, they become ours as much as his. And you can still go to someone and say, man, isn't the Lord of Blades cool? And they will at least know the shared bit, right? They'll know the shared bit. And then they will tell you what they added. And by mixing these together, maybe they thought of something awesome, and you're like, I'm adding that the next time Lord of Blades is in my game. Next time I'm in Eberron. Right? And you start cross-pollinating these ideas, and this is how the actual gods were created, right? This is how eventually, you know, thousands of years of passing stories down, somebody writes it down and now you have a Bible. That's how this shit works.
You pick up the crest of the
Alright. Do we got all three of the crests now? 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I forget how much of the Lord of Blades is my own creation. I'm like, yeah, I remember when he did this, and people go, what? And I go, oh shit, that was in my game. That's the door we want. Fuck it. I like these rope bridges. We're just going to follow the rope bridges. Because these are fun. We need to use these more. This is a cool area. If I had Featherfall, I would make this attempt a little differently, but I do not. Do I even have it as a spell? Nope. I should probably get it, though. There's no reason to have True Seeing and to detect secret doors. Out of my way. I really hope I'm not getting sick. We've got so few videos left, right? We're so close to the end of having done every quest.
You finally arrived.
I get sick right before I get to the last one.
Before continuing your search for the artifact.
Alright, we're in here to get a book, right? I've been throwing a lot of meteors. I haven't really been seeing a lot of literature. You can have a fireball, flamethrower these guys. Big flamethrower these guys. There we go. And again, just the advancement of the art, right? The things they're doing with new textures and everything. These murals. I mean, just this. This tells a story right here, okay? There's the people who've been enslaved to this guy. We know that those guys were defeated, right? Where's the big-ass crack? His fucking face. Somebody took out their 9mm and was like, screw you, Overseer. Bam! Meteor swarmed him right there. Just out of spite. Just out of spite. I mean, I've killed a lot of gargoyles. I think... Ooh, pile of gold. Search for the treasure without danger. I hate to tell it to you, but I was never in any danger. Yoink. Apparently we got to... Apparently I just hit level 32 as well. I... Take the loose cash. I didn't bother running around and leveling all my level 30 guys up to 32 when they did the level cap. I figured they would just kind of get there naturally as I played them now and then.
According to the islanders, gargoyles roost in the canyon ruins beyond this weather-beaten gateway.
Alright. We have not that far to go. Should we try to get the guy again? What's this one? This is Bullywugs and Booby Traps, and this is Plundering Pirates Point. Well, if one of the quests says Bullywugs on it, then they must have been here all along and I just forgot, because I've only been here a couple times. That's the frogs, right? Bullywugs? Second guessing myself now.
The local bullywugs have transformed the ancient structure into their home.
Methinks it might be the frogs. Come on, keep up, hireling. Oh, locate the monolith. Okay, this is actually one of our quests. One of the 3 actual quests. You know, there was a... Oh, did we already screw up?
While the engravings on the wall
I know the very last quest. There's a mechanic where if you have not touched all of the monoliths, the quest is harder because you have these debuffs. But I think you get a bonus chest for going through and just ignoring the debuffs. And now that I'm saying that out loud, I think they added a thing where you can remove the attunement, like purposely remove it.
revealing a large chamber.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm actually supposed to. It's boom. Meteors. If I jump. Oh, it's a fake. It's not just a fake floor. It's a fake in general. Hey, you guys. I shall consume you, or you can take me to the place. Perhaps your children shall listen better. I'm chaotic neutral. Right. I'm not playing Paladin right now. I'm playing Give Me the Treasure. I barbecued your friends. Are you going to surrender? No? Fireball! Fire. Okay? Fine, I'll push the heal button. Right. The puzzle that I screwed up last time. How about both of you walk over here at the same time? Then I can just roast you all at once. Thank you. Very convenient. Okay. That's orange. That's not red. Okay. Label says red. That's orange. Oh, you say blue. Figured you say purple or something. Well, I can see the side of one of them. We only need one, right? There's only 2. So once we get one of them, we can just spin to win.
As the lever is thrown,
That one says orange. I'm not crazy. This one says orange. Orange diamond. I saw the other one. There it is. Blue triangle. One down. See, it says red wheel. It's not the red wheel. Is that what I messed up last time? Was I was looking for the... I feel like that's something I could have done. Saw orange. It only said... You know, it says the wrong color. I can see that happening. running around looking for the one that says red, never finding it. You'll notice I took no damage, even from a spike trap, right? It's not just the fire traps. At some point, they've got to say, like, you know, maybe they have just kind of walked past literally all of our defenses, group us all up, and just barbecue entire generations at a time. Maybe just give me what I don't even want to take it, right? I'm here to touch it. I'm here to touch it. You guys have learned nothing. You want to trip me in the fire trap? Okay. You guys have learned nothing. I literally cannot be hurt by fire. Torch you, torch you. Hey, I finally took some fire damage. Apparently I'm not immune. Unless my thing fell off. I'm pretty... I think I am supposed to either be immune or highly resistant. It actually does not say. It does not say I get any bonus. So all I've been doing is ignoring the elemental damage from just protection from energy. That's... As I look up and I realize that protection from energy at this level is 650 damage reduction. Holy shit. I didn't realize that went up that far. Between that and my little, like, barrier of scales thing, which is another 450 from physical harm. Jesus. They gotta hurt me for more than half of my health. Which I almost grabbed that thing. Hello, lever. They've gotta do so much damage before I care. Like, I failed my save on that trap, and it's like, oh, we just hit scales, didn't we? Yep, you did. Roast 3 more guys. What's this door? I feel like that's where we're supposed to go. An optional? Okay, we're going to defeat Blubbip. Wow. Are you gonna die to just Scorch while I watch? Cash, bones. I'm not used to being this strong. Right, I'm used to struggling. Fire Sorcerer was on my list of characters to play for this whole playlist. I very much thought about Fire Sorcerer just because of just face roll and win the game. I didn't go for it for mostly two reasons. I didn't want to do a spellcaster. Oh, was that the boss? I didn't want to do a spellcaster because I don't think people should play spellcasters on their first playthrough. They should play melee. We got another item. Guys, this is our third item. 4 if you count the weapon, but I think the weapons are the same as like the Barovian ones. They're kind of on their own drop table. Where'd my item go? Oh. What do you do? Necromancy and illusion focus? What? Profane HP. Mythic +3 on the wrist boost. That's pretty good. But that's not item specific. Necromancy and illusion focus. Like +6 is good. Necromancy and illusion? Why? When do those go together? I feel like I'm missing something with that item. You got what? Phantasmal Killer, I think, is maybe illusion for half of it. It might be enchantment for half of it.
A steep path leads up to an
Necromancy and illusion.
local bullywugs have transformed.
It does get an Isle of Dread scale slot. Okay, so it has a special augment slot for the crafting system. So that could be anything. Illusion and necromancy. Are they saying, hey, we want to support dual spell school build? Or were they just like, whatever, just put 2 of them on there? People will only use 1, but it'll double the number of people who might be interested in this item? Maybe? I don't know. It's not quite registering. Whoa. Wow, we are 2 hours in. The first half went really fast. The second half, I started meandering a little bit. All right, let's get these finished off. Islander Scout, blah blah.
A group of pirates surrounds a man matching description.
And blurp. Okay, was that fast enough for you?
Noticing you,
I'm here to help.
his face glows.
And by help, I mean I'm here to torch everything.
Doran captain have been defeated.
I've heard,
Doran waves.
I'm not 100% sure on this.
Doran says that to get inside, you'll need to sound the camp's alarm.
Hey, Totem.
Fight your way past the guard. Once inside, you'll need to find the Commodore's hut, where the
I have
mine is.
spellcraft.
He also said that many islanders have been captured by the pirates.
It's still here.
He asked you to free them. This totem
Oh,
brave.
because it...
Destroying all of these will remove the evil
remnant.
enchantment from the water.
I've heard that there is a... I mean, I know that there is a chest in the water. And you do... House is over there? Chest in the water. You have to do the shrines in order to get the place to be safe enough to swim. Because otherwise you take damage? Is it damage if you go in the water? It wouldn't insta-kill you, right? For going in the water? Right? Stay here. Here, hold my beer. Bloop. We just take a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Okay. It's extra cold. Gong.
The massive gate nearby pushes open.
Greetings.
Guards rush out.
I have killed all your friends. Are you sure you want to step out this way? You seriously ran back on the other side? Now you get meteors! I missed! I freeze you. I don't want to freeze you. I want to freeze the dinosaur. That's a crown of snow, right?
Time to find
Yep.
the Commodore's hut.
It's one of my favorite items. You put on this hat, and all your spellcasts have a chance to just freeze bad guys. Doesn't matter that I'm using fire spells. Hello. Goodbye.
Be ashamed if
Defeat the pirates resupplying the ship. I thought I was already doing that. Hey you. Hey you guys. Come here. And I got 3 of them. Shocked for a moment. Only a moment. I'm gonna just beat you down with my stick. You know what? That's how not dangerous you are. The hireling was having none of that. Alright, did we finish? We defeated the pirates, okay. Apparently it was just XP here. I was looking for one of those totems. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for the totem. Alas. My drink is gone. Found another totem. Were you really gonna... Oh, I thought they were gonna, like, make somebody walk the plank. You know what? I'm gonna leave you there. Oh. Apparently the freeze only lasts for, like, a couple seconds. Which is fine. I mean, it's not like... I expect it to be permanent like Gen 1 Pokemon. Oh, I got the freeze. I guess I automatically win and you can't do anything because you're frozen. Judge, he just killed my Pokemon? It's like, yeah, guess you lose. Sploosh. Locked? Knock failure. Knock failure. Oh, come on. At least let me fail on like a 19 so I can be like sure that I'm just leaving. Come on. This is why karmic dice are in Baldur's Gate. Alright, I failed on a 16, so I'm probably going to fail. There's a fail on a 17. Do I feel like there's any chance in hell that it's just 18 and up to succeed? Failed on a 20. If I put that much effort to roll a 20 on knock, I think it should work. I think it should just work. That's like, what is the other option? I already have gear on this character. The other options, like, literally just don't come back. Like, come back as a rogue. Sorry, this chest is not for you. Ever.
A single pirate stands inside.
I want to cast this spell. Yeah, Purple Rain. Oops, we accidentally killed the other 2 things that were nearby. Toast. Are you going to fight us yet? There we go. How about this one? Apparently we can, like, stun the other guy. And done. This one gave me a chest that I can open. More bones. That's a lot of bear traps. Did you? Oh, no. I was going to say, did you hit me and die? Hey, you. I can see you. And now you're dead. I need to free at least one more Islander for the optional. Really? Use some help down here? And gone. We have what? This one and then the finale? Right? I have attunement, and then this one is the third attunement, yeah. So we should be good once we get through this quest to just do the last one. Yeah, I got my XP. I thought. Oh, it's a progressive one. There's even more you could rescue. Through the curtain. Through the distinctively large cavern in the back. Defeated by pirate laborers. Okay. Pirate laborer. That's just a slave, right? How many pirates were really just chilling back, waiting for somebody to, like, bring the ship back so that they could fix it and then not go on the ship when it left again? Meteor. You know what we need? We need more melee feats. Like epic feats. I don't know if my sorcerer has it, but there's like the... What's it called? Burst of Glacial Wrath. And, of course, Ruin and Greater Ruin. And, yes, the... Hello? The epic spells have not been... Epic feat spells have not always been good. Right? They need a little tweaking. But they are there, and they're neat. They used to have, I think Dire Charge was a feat. There was a lot of stuff that was feats, and they were... I don't feel like, as a melee, my feats matter very much when after I'm done with my fighting style. I get my fighting style. Ooh, I'm gonna freeze you. Because every tick has a chance to freeze you. What's this one? Whispers of Return. Okay, we need to cut across and do that one, and then we go up to the last quest. I'm really hoping that there is a path over this mountain. Because otherwise we're going to be swimming for a little while. Okay, promising. Too steep. If only I was like a fire elemental or something like that and I could just rocket my way up. Yeah, good enough. Alright, we have pretty much a straight shot now. Griffins. Oh, hey, a dinosaur. Ooh. I got a dinosaur statue. I'm on the wrong side. You son of a bitch. Oh, he just got free. Okay. I mean, that's still not what I want. I thought the hireling killed him. Did I even remember to push the button? Stupid Windows 11 not letting me pin paint. He was facing away from me. I ran to the wrong side. I need to be more ready. I also want the Allosaurus, specifically. I want that frozen Allosaurus. Ooh, oh, just those. Any more Allosauruses out here for me to tickle? Hey, it's one of you guys. Bye. Sorry about all of your friends. Everybody dead? Good. Steal his stuff too. Chaotic neutral. Oh, we got Tyrannosaurus teeth and Triceratops horns. Which are all basically just more versions of currency that are going to end up being depreciated and combined into one super currency one day. We don't need 1,000 different things that are basically just money. I get why they do it. So, like, say they made mysterious remnants the main currency. You pick them up, you spend them on whatever your crafting thing is, and then you keep them for the next update, right? And the next update also uses remnants. You don't have to worry about farming out a whole new thing. The problem is, people play the content for longer than, you know, a week. So people end up with a million extras. Oop, remnant. I do nothing with my remnants. I have 800. Just picking them up 2 at a time. And I think my sorcerer is older than the remnant system. So it's not like they even... it's not like I even originally leveled it with remnants available. You are technically a champion, but I think I'm still first life. I killed your god. Would you like to surrender? Didn't think so. Didn't we miss one of them when we were here on Heroic? Gotta make sure we get them all on the first pass this time. What's the point of true seeing? I will just keep saying it. We need a higher level true seeing. We need to be able to upcast detect secret doors. Message. Nothing else of note there. I'm walking into each of the corners specifically to make sure that I have the map saying, yes, that's a dead end and you went all the way in. A slime? Oh, this one's actually absorbing a fair amount of damage. More bones. Goodbye, statues. I can't go this way until I pull a lever. Okay, good to know. Gonna hope that maybe the lever is this way. Out of convenience. Again, I killed your god. Would you like to surrender? I have a wide selection of other deities for you to choose from. Hey, you. Are you active? Now you're active. And now you're a smear on the floor. It's interesting how you can be playing the same game as somebody, but absolutely not be playing the same game. This is significantly easier than running around on the Paladin. Yes, this character has gear. No, the Paladin doesn't. But still, that's not really going to change Dragon Breath one-shotting a room at a time. But even more than that, I'm only playing on hard mode. This game is so different when you're playing it on Elite and then Reaper. Like, your priorities change, your strategy changes. I hope I'm not expected to not kill everything out here, because there's a very low chance of me not accidentally, like, collateral damaging them all to death. They appear to be happy and unburned. That is all you can hope for. What was that? Impulsive heavy mace? Did I miss one? Or is it talking about the one that's going to be in here? I have to eliminate one guy. I missed. Well, I kind of missed. They took damage after the fact. You know, it's kind of amazing how much damage you do swinging your stick at things. Just, get off me. You guys, get out of here. I don't know what bubble magic he's casting on me, but I want it to stop. I have multiple fireballs I can throw at you. And he's dead. And I'm taking his stuff. One quest left. And it's the big one. I don't think there's any dinosaurs in the last one, sadly. We'll have to ride a dinosaur over there to get our fill. Keeping an eye out for big boys that I want to freeze. It looked so cool. Like, it was only there for a second, but the frozen dinosaur, frozen in the Jurassic Park pose. Come on. They knew, right? They knew what they were doing. I want my T-Rex statue. Maybe I should go find, Oh, man. You know what would have been good, but doesn't have nearly the levels? Flesh to gold. I have an alchemist. But it's only level 20 because I didn't actually like playing it very much. Not enough to push it to 30 anyway.
Judging from the temple's ornate construction and secure location,
In we
this
go.
place has been the seat of Koku power on the Isle of Dread for a long, long
I
time.
do have flesh to gold. I need to know if I flesh to gold on that Allosaurus, am I going to get a solid gold statue of that thing doing the Jurassic Park T-Rex pose when the banner comes down? He's like, just, you'll know it when you see it.
The ruined temple at the heart of the Isle of Dread. This is where the Koku use their magic.
There's heroic. I can take the alchemist into heroic and just go see. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. And you're just going to have to look at the thumbnail for this video to see if I was successful. You're either going to get awesome golden statue of a dinosaur. Ow! Hold up. I touched all the thingies, right? Why am I still cursed? Can I put up the shield to block this like in Strahd? Yes. Alright, let's finish these off. So, I carry a magical boon that I can use to disable the cursed stone. Okay. I can do it. But I don't have to. I take 500 damage when that thing hits me. And, wow, our healing is substantially reduced. That usually heals for what? 100? 150 a tick? Arcane spell failure stopping my meteor swarm? Okay. Okay, so we have the attunements. I could go turn them off. We have 15% spell failure, half healing, 30% more damage from everything, from magical damage types. Okay. Ugh, there's... How many times am I going to clear this room out? 30% more damage. Where'd it go? And your fortification is reduced by 4% per character level. Well, it still says that I'm over 100%, so I think I'm good there. I'm also a sorcerer, so I'm not, like, actively standing in front of things. Spectral blades will randomly strike you. They cannot be avoided, but they can be blocked. Okay. So one of them is literally just hold shield and stop the thing from doing 500 damage. 400 damage. It's a good thing there was water there since I don't have Featherfall. That would have actually got me. That would have actually got me. The 15% spell failure is the one that's like a huge water weird. And by... Oh, no. First we block. Then we meteor swarm. Can I reach you with my breath weapon? Maybe. How about a fireball? And another. Okay. Fungus. Chest. Me want, me want, me want. Open chest.
As the chest opens, a section of the wall
I'm holding shift,
reveals
hoping that it counted. That was not the button I meant to push, but it works. I probably shouldn't hit the ooze with my staff because I don't have the Feydark protection and it might actually damage my weapon to do so. Not so far.
You notice a small target lever on the far side.
Target lever? I guess I do have this for a reason.
As the target lever is hit, the flames of the trap gutter out.
Gotta say, most of the other quests out here, I was like, yeah, we're gonna go to Isle of Dread. We're gonna do all this cool stuff. Oh, that was on cooldown. I keep pushing the same button. Do all this cool stuff in Isle of Dread. It'll be awesome. Except for the last quest. Like, the last one, it's like, alright, I got this underwater ruin maze thing. It always takes me way too long to make it through. I gotta figure out what the intended order of rooms was supposed to be. Apparently, I just literally walked by the stupid lever. I'm using Q a lot now. I got one. I still need red. That's green. Can I just use it? That's inside the room. I should really pay more attention to that curse. What am I missing? It's probably another lever on the side of a wall. Is it in the water? Don't see anything. Look, I didn't take damage for no reason. Door? Nothing. Door? Nothing. Ladder. I know there's an underwater bit. I'm not experienced enough with the quest to remember like where the lever is. Boing. These are some sketchy jumps. They'd probably be fine with Featherfall. Well, at least I found something. I found a whole bunch of dead people. Wow. Hey, you're actually still on your feet, which is interesting. May I introduce you to our Lord and Savior, Meteor Swarm? Alright, is this where my lever is? Lever. Get the remnant on the way back. Locked? Bullshit. Failed on a 19 on the first try. Gabe's like, fuck you, go away. Okay. Here's a lever. Oh. Interesting. So they agree that those are some sketchy jumps. This is too far back. I must have just missed it somewhere. I know that there's a swimming section. I think there's actually 2 swimming sections. I don't see... Let's go in all the way, just in case it's just not registering on Q. Keeping my eyes peeled for anywhere we might not have gone already. Interesting. Apparently we just didn't walk literally the other way. Well, fuck me, that was easy once you find the direction that you neglected. Now I gotta go figure out which one of those gates was the green gate. Man, Cocoon is way... Cocoon was already arguably not good enough. And to have it only healing half... Okay, so we need red, which is going to be on the other side of green gate. Making progress again, making progress. Really? Would you like to be extra crispy? Okay. Should be... Yep, should be able to head straight through here. Past the mud cavern, apparently that's what they call that. We should probably stay at full health when there's traps involved. Because if... fucking... spell failure, man. I don't want to accidentally die because I took one of these sword thingamajiggies at the same time I step on a trap.
Wave of heat envelops you as you enter the mud.
Hello. Are you fucking kidding me? The guy was right there and the meteors went whoop. Better hit that. Whatever that is. Are those breakable? Apparently. Here, we'll just break them all right now. Yoink. I didn't turn on the tumble thing on this character. Orb. Orb.
The last orb shatters. The barrier.
Well, that was hard. Boiling mud? What'll I do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the hireling to me so he's not walking in the boiling mud. I mean, I don't really need to follow it up with a fireball because he's going to burn to death anyway. Burn to death already. Jeez. Nothing? Ugh. I found the door, guys. Alright, now we have to do the hunt and find thing again, right? Isn't there more things I'm supposed to be looking for? Alright, I'm getting tired. I don't think we're going to do the hidden passage. We're just gonna finish this quest off. Go to bed. These curses have not really slowed me down very much. Like, it is noticeable when I go to cast a spell and I can't, because then I have to wait on the cooldown. And when you aren't one-shotting everything, the cooldowns really matter. But for me right now, it's like, alright, one meteor swarm, guy's dead. Meteor swarm is off timer by the time I get to the next room, so I never have to worry about it. Unless it just, like, goes after the vase for no reason. Crest of the Octopus. Like, I had, like, spider sense going, there's something about this water. Okay. I do like that you don't trigger the traps if you walk in the water. It just makes sense because the water would have triggered the trap. You know, if we're talking like pressure plate or something. I'm lagging, so I couldn't. Come on. Don't kill me with your trap thingy because I can't move. Okay, all of you come here so I can kill you at once. Hey. You guys are really non-cooperative when it comes... Am I bowling right now? Just all of my balls are pulling to one side and I can't control it? Alright, we got Octopus Sock. But we just gotta go find Monkey. Which is probably down this way. Because that's how these things work. I think there might be some slimes. I think they might not have as much HP as they're supposed to. I don't feel like they should be going down to the first meteor. Oh, spell failure. I don't think I killed him. Full disclosure, I think the hireling might have, like, destructioned that guy. I didn't get any damage numbers. Okay. What's this? Trap the soul? I'm getting close to being able to use Trap the Soul. I don't know if it's good. Let's see. Hold monster, yep. Heat death. Heat death. You can tell I haven't played this character very much because I don't know what my own buttons do. This is the correct way to go. This is the queen. Or matron. what is effectively. Hold on. This is... How much do I trust the hireling? The little one has woken up in the middle of the night. And we're taking 500 damage every time that thing gets me. We're going to find out if the hireling will keep me alive. Although I am going to maximize my chances. I'm not dead. Ha! I even got to block one. Man. I think that's the first time in a long time that he's woke up. Like, late enough that his mom doesn't take care of it.
So this chapter ends.
Oh, hello. Hello, treasure. Hello. Arcane spell failure. I rolled a 1 and then promptly took a bunch of damage.
I decided to bring you to the Isle of Dread.
Orb. 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 Orb.
The last orb is destroyed. The barrier
I'm gonna see if I can open these. Nope, it's locked. How about this? Nope, it's locked. Yoink. Touch. Huzzah! We got our XP. We block the thing. We get 3 extra chests for dealing with having to do the whole block thingy and then failing spell casts occasionally.
From now on,
Can these... Can they have named loot? Also, are you just gonna like hang out
in your world that set me upon this path,
being big and ghosty? See, look. He doesn't have his hand, right? He's holding his book, his big old pop-up book. He's got one eye. He's missing that hand still. He's not at full power. There's no way. There's no way he's stronger than Lolth. I like these windows. Anyway. Named item? More bones. What's keen-eyed gloves? I don't want my gloves to be able to see me. More bones. And more bones. That's okay. We got quite a few named items. Let's see. We got 3, I want to say. And considering that the Paladin, every time we go back to the Paladin, he gets skunked repeatedly. I don't want to say it, but I think there might be a reason we keep getting loot on this account and nothing on the other account for a while. Not going to say exactly why. I'm just going to do this free weekly gold roll at a meaningful time. Elixir of Discovery. I rolled a 91 and I got a consumable. Yeah. That's all we're going to say about that. So let's go grab our Saga reward. to confirm that we did all the quests. It's probably the most convenient thing about the saga. For my purposes right here is just like, did I miss a quest? Yes, no? I mean, I'm just gonna... Yeah, we get heart seeds. Because I'm just gonna take heart seeds from all of these. So you don't need to watch me do that. There we go. There we go. We got them all. Claim the reward tier. Okay. That's a lot of bones. Since I have no idea which bone is the most important, I don't know if any of them are more rare than any other. I will say I don't remember getting any pteranodon vertebrae. I know we got ribs over and over again. I saw claws, horns, and teeth. I don't think I saw the pterodon ones. We don't need XP because we literally just maxed out our XP. What do you do? You're a minor artifact, so I can't use you. Well, I don't know. I don't know that on this character. I might not have an artifact. Just glancing through. No artifact. This character can use it. Won't, because it literally has nothing on it. It's just, I mean, you have to craft, right? You have to craft. I don't think any of these rewards are going to do me any good, because I think I've already got a +3 concentration on this character. Yep. Tome +3. I know I'm not going to use those gloves, because they're bound to character, right? Bound to character on acquire. At least the weapon and the other items are all bound to account. What's the other artifact we picked up? We picked up a different one, didn't we? Neck. Well, I'm not giving up my necklace slot because it has sky attunement. And even if it doesn't truly work, I still like the idea of gear that is unique to your character. Versus evocation and charisma. Neither of those are ever going to get used. We're going to take open lock. We're going to take open lock. You know why? Are these bound to account? Maybe I will take the pteranodon bones just to future-proof something. Oh, we got the Tyrannosaurus teeth is the one we got the least of. And they are not bound at all. I'm going to take the Tyrannosaurus teeth, put them back in the bag. I guess if they're not bound at all, you can sell them on the auction house too. I guess. I'm not going to check. But that was all of the, that was all of them. We definitely got to see more of the items. I don't think we got any usable items when we were here before. Not that it would have mattered because we weren't on the Paladin, because don't have the pack. But yeah. I liked throwing meteors at dinosaurs. That was fun. I'm gonna go back and try to turn one of them into a pretty statue, which hopefully you can see. That last quest is a little bit of a... More dinosaurs in the last quest. The Kopru guys are okay, I guess. But like coming in here, just like, I'm going to throw meteors at dinosaurs. It's Isle of Dread. It's got dinosaurs. The first half of the quest, it's like, yeah, dinosaurs. Doing stuff. And then the second half was kind of like, why am I running through like 2 quests in a row that are basically just ruins? And I have to hunt for things. Like, it throws the pacing off. And that could have been fixed as easy as moving the Kopru Ruins quest, that second to last one, switching its spot on the map with where the T-Rex quest is. Just whoop. Because then you're not doing those last two quests back to back. Separate them out. Separate them out physically. I mean digitally, but physically. And then they won't get stuck in my head as two of the same quest back to back. I don't know. Minor gripe. Minor gripe. I'm gonna go throw some meteors at some dinosaurs. Where are we going next? Where are we going next? We've got so few left. There are so few left. I don't even scroll anymore because Isle of Dread complete. So we are. This one will be interesting. Next time we're going to the Temple of Elemental Evil, which it got a pretty major overhaul. That one was interesting when we were going through there on Heroic. I am curious to see if they tweaked anything on the Epic mode, especially for the Zuggtmoy boss. Because I vaguely remember we just kind of took her down on Heroic. And I remember having a really hard time with her on Epic back in the original version. So I'm curious. Curious how this is going to go. So yeah, Temple of Elemental Evil. Next time, back on our Paladin. We've got four left. One of which we have to do on a guest character. But the other three more. Poor little Paladin's going to feel so alone. Okay, so we've got Temple of Elemental Evil last time. I'm tired. I'm rambling. I'm going to go make sure that the baby stayed in bed. And then go to bed. Hope to see you next time. We are going to have a very, very different outlook on everything. Like, enjoy the sun. Enjoy the sky, right? Temple of Elemental Evil is going to be probably an hour and a half of corridors. There ain't no sky. Ain't no sky there. Anyway, next time. You all take care.